fight fans, look back to Carl Prusa MMA today. My guest getting ready, making his UFC debut next weekend. Azerbaijan. He's taking on Daniil Donchenko. He is Mr. Teddy Berggren. Teddy, what's up, my friend? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. What a couple of crazy weeks for you. You were battling it out on the regional scene. All of a sudden, short notice opportunity to step up to fight in the UFC. Where were you when you got the call that this was happening?
I was a couple meters away in my bedroom, and it was like 1 o'clock at night, and my someone was calling me. I have a hard time falling asleep, and yeah, so I was just clicking the call, and then I answered like, "This better be good." And it was my coach who said, "Get on the scale." I was like, "What the fuck? Get on the scale? It's one at night, man." So then I went out on the scale and went back to my bedroom and said to my girlfriend that I got a fight in the UFC. And she was like, "What? Are you sleepwalking? You never sleepwalk. What you doing?" And I was like, I don't know what's happening." She was like, "Yes, go to sleep." And then my manager called and said, uh, "Get your passport out." And then she understood what's going on. So it was
Absolutely.
a foggy day.
Absolutely. You know, so many people are watching this sport in this day and age, but I think very few people understand what it's like to get to somewhere like the UFC. Every single day, you're waking up early, you're staying up late, you're not making Conor McGregor money on the regional scene, you're missing birthdays, weddings, Thanksgivings. You sacrifice everything, maybe for an opportunity like this. What's made
Mm.
you stick along so long and keep climbing forward along this journey?
Uh, Just the love of the game, you know. Training has always been like a religion for me. And when I started MMA, I was 17, and I have just never let go of the brakes.
Absolutely. You know, you're very well rounded mixed martial artist. If anyone's seen you in Cage Warriors or the other regional scene promotions, you're very good
Mm.
with your submission work, but you're also really good with those hands. For you, how big of a focus has been becoming as well rounded as possible?
I mean, it's a small city where I live. We have maybe like 5 or 6 professional fighters here at my gym, and two of them has been in the UFC. So getting well rounded was like really important because I have to travel far to get other training partners. And hey, look, a kid from a small country can make it, so you can do it.
Absolutely. You know, when you look at it, there's been a few fighters, as you mentioned, in the UFC from Sweden. But what's the MMA scene like there now? Like for amateurs or young pros, is it easy? Is it hard to find fights out there?
I mean, now we have a couple of organizations, or plenty of them, and I've been watching some fights from like Denmark and Croatia, and I say the level is one level above those countries, even for the amateurs.
Absolutely. You know, some of those guys we've seen in the UFC for Sweden, obviously Latifi, we've seen Alexander Gustafsson. Are these some guys
Mm.
that you've always looked up to?
Yeah, of course. When I started, I can't remember if I even knew what MMA was before I started at 2017. But you you get to learn all the fighters really quick. So of course, those guys have been an inspiration for me.
Absolutely. You know, we've seen you fight in one of the biggest regional promotions of the world, Cage Warriors, obviously really big in Europe. What was it like fighting out there with them?
It was great. It was I've never fought abroad before that, and then I fought their champion there, Justin Burleson. Um, I had a close fight with him, almost knocked him out in the first round, and then just my ego got the best of me, and I gassed out, and he submitted me. So I would say it's kind of the same as in Sweden at our promotions, like the hospitality and everything around the fight is quite the same, but I think now some things will change.
Absolutely. Do you feel that fighting is more mental than it is physical?
yeah, but it's like it's a fine line between it. But you have to have the mental there, of course, and that's why I don't do any mental training. But I think I have a really good head for fighting. You know, when me and my team are out, we always have fun until I wrap my hands. So I think that will be one of my greatest weapons, that we always have fun, and you're not gonna see me stressed out.
Absolutely. Now that we're in the UFC, do you feel like the journey begins now?
Yes and no, because I mean I've done this for a long time. And I just think this will maybe will be, how do you say? Of course, it will be more work put into it, and maybe like I can quit my job in the future, so it will be like my real job, my first job. But yeah, yes and no.
Absolutely. So you're getting ready, fighting Daniil Donchenko here next weekend in Azerbaijan. Overall, what do you think of Daniil as an opponent?
I saw his tough finale, and then I saw his fight a couple of weeks ago against Alex Moreno. He looks like a good guy, um, dangerous on the feet, but we have studied him well, I think, or I know.
Absolutely. First time in the UFC, first time fighting in a huge crowd like this. I mean, you're going to get 15 to 20,000 people going absolutely crazy when you walk out there. Has this been
Mm.
something you've been thinking of?
No, not really. Like my friends and family, they like to talk about it, but I see it like another fight. But I'll have to see when I get there.
Absolutely. So Daniil, obviously, he's a guy, he likes to go out there. He likes putting fun and exciting fights. He likes to brawl. He likes to come forward. You're a guy, you like going for the finish. You like coming forward. You like trying to take your opponent out as soon as possible. For you, could you see this not going the distance?
This will not go the distance. Never. I have had nightmares waking up and winning a decision.
So another cool thing about being in the UFC now in the Paramount era, we have these bonuses. Before in the past they had the
Mm.
$50,000 fight bonus. Now you can wind up winning $100,000 fight bonus. Any bonus 25,000. Is this something maybe you're considering a little bit?
Yes, of course. Uh, I've had a lot of talk about what I will do with the bonus if I get it or when I get it. So something fun will be bought.
Absolutely. For you, you have a really unique, funny personality about yourself. You really like to go out there. You like to finish your opponent. You don't like the decisions. You like to take care of the business yourself. Do you feel like you could become a fan favorite really quickly in the sport?
Yeah, I believe so. MMA fans are weird sometimes, but I think if I put on a couple of good performances, then of course.
We have this term now. It's called the casual fan. So
Mm.
before we get into this, no fan's a bad fan. We need everyone we can get. But sometimes you're in the crowd, you hear someone yell, twist them, and you read all this crazy stuff, you hear all this crazy nonsense from them. What do you make of this?
Of the casual fans, or
Yes, the casual fans.
I don't know. They don't know the sport yet, I think. We had uh, if you know FCR
Yeah,
in Sweden. Yeah,
yeah.
we had it here in my home city, and some of the things people yell are like it's not the best instructional, but it make you laugh. You know the
Absolutely.
standards, like just stand up, um, punch him. Uh, Someone yelled "kick him in the dick" in Swedish. It's
Obviously,
fun, but
you mentioned that this has been a long journey for you. You've been doing this for such a long time. For you, how do you think you have grown and evolved as a person from being in combat sports?
mm, all for the better, I think. I think especially like older people think that I'm some lunatic. My grandma just now starts watching my fights, But I think it has, with me and many other fighters, saved my life. Doing stupid shit and just get that, what's it called? Not dedication, but where you just keep going, keep going, keep going mentality, you know. And I think it's a great thing. And I tell all young guys and girls that ask me about it to give it a go. You don't have to try to get to the UFC or fight at the biggest promotions here in Sweden and Europe, but you can at least just learn how to defend yourself. And yeah.
Absolutely. It's pretty cool. Now you're in a situation where younger fighters from Sweden are looking up to you. Maybe they're messaging you for advice. They want to get to where you're at. It's pretty cool to be in that position.
Yeah, yeah. Being a role model was not something I thought that I would be when I was younger.
You know, so many people are watching this, as we mentioned, but very few people in my opinion, understand the fight outside the fight. And to me, that's that fight not to clock in at 9 o'clock in the morning, clock out at 5 p.m. That's a fight to secure financial freedom. That's that fight to live life on your terms, not follow society norms, but do what you want. For you, has this been a big part of the journey?
Yeah, of course. When I started, I didn't think of it like that, but fight after fight, of course, I want to like quit my job and do this full time. It would be super sick. But now, also with my job, it's a very chill job. I have a really good boss, a good co-workers. I don't work that hard for the money I get there. So, but of course, that's one part that I want to do.
Absolutely. Before I let you go here, what I want to do is I want to talk about some big UFC fights coming up. And I'll get your predictions of who's going to win some of these big matchups. So obviously,
Yes.
International Fight Week, always a big week for combat sports fans. We got Conor McGregor and Max Holloway in the main event. Who wins that?
I think Max gets that one. I think Conor has seen his best days.
You know, the co-main event, another really good one there. Paddy the Baddy fighting Benoit Saint Denis. Who wins that one?
I have to go with Benoit. It's my younger brother's favorite fighter, so I back him up.
Absolutely. And a few weeks later from that one, you got Magomed Ankalaev taking on Khalil Roundtree. Who do you think wins that?
My heart wants Khalil to win, but my brain thinks that Magomed will win.
You know, someone told you in 2021 when you turned pro that in about 5 years you're going to be fighting in the UFC in Azerbaijan. Would you believe them?
Yeah. I was waiting for the call for the Contender Series, so this one was even better. Skip the line, as you said, and I think this short notice for me and everybody I train with is short notice doesn't exist. It's like a consistent training camp, you know. It's 2 to 3 sessions a day, and I think that giving me 3 weeks is better than giving me 2 months, and I think I would something will break in me.
Absolutely.
So I think I think this is the best way for me to get in and put on a good show.
Absolutely.
I really think that.
All right, Teddy, last question for me, my friend. In a perfect world, what is the outcome June 27th when you make your UFC debut against Daniil Donchenko?
The perfect world, or is where I finish him, and all 3 of my coaches step in the cage, rip their shirt off, get a good pick, and get out.
Absolutely. Looking for some shirtless pics in Azerbaijan. But Teddy, man, thank you so much. Really appreciate the time. Congratulations. Can't wait to see you do your thing, man. And thanks again.
Thank you.
Absolutely. That's it for us, Dave. Carl Peruzza. He is Mr. Theodor Berggren. You can watch him. Find Daniil Donchenko, June 27th, Azerbaijan. Fight fans, don't miss it. It's going to be a fun one. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.